His plan was to target hitchhikers, to lure them into whatever vehicle that he was driving, to drive them to a remote location, and to sexually assault them and or murder them.
In 12 days, a suspected serial killer will finally stand trial for the killing of Portland teenager Martha Morrison way back in 1974. And if Warren Forrest is found guilty, it'll only be his second murder conviction.
Only his second, but he is suspected of killing 7 women and girls from Portland and Clark County and attacking 2 more. This case is going to trial, though, in part because our investigator, Dan Tilkin, pushed investigators to find Martha Morrison's remains.
And it turns out they were mislabeled in the evidence warehouse. And Dan, the case against Warren Forrest, now based on critical evidence that his attorney wants to keep from the jurors.
And without that evidence, the case may be impossible to prove. Now, I call Warren Forrest the forgotten serial killer, but time could not wipe away the DNA breakthrough tying him to the murder of 17-year-old Martha Morrison. Now, tonight, only on KOIN 6, we have the battle over whether the jury will be allowed to hear that critical evidence from nearly 50 years ago that may have finally solved the case. Now 73 years old, Warren Forrest was recently back in the Clark County Courthouse, where he was convicted decades ago for the kidnapping and murder of Krista Blake near Battleground in the summer of 1974. This time, his lawyer argued he should not be prosecuted for the murder of Martha Morrison in the fall of 1974, because so many of the witnesses have died, including Forrest's parents, who could provide an alibi that he was working weekends at their beach house. The judge did not agree.
I don't think that Mr. Forrest is claiming that he had witnesses who could account for his whereabouts for 24 hours a day.
Warren Forrest's lawyer also told the judge it would not be fair for the jury to hear about other attacks Warren Forrest admitted to in sex offender therapy, including a minimum of 4 additional victims that he lured into his vehicle, drove to a remote location, and raped. Court documents say he told the prison therapist his first attack was against a woman in Texas while he was in the Army around the age of 20. Also at issue, statements Forrest made to the parole board when he tried to explain why he attacked women to cope with feeling worthless and hopeless.
All I had in mind was a distraction, and the distractions was, deviant fantasies, and the deviant fantasies distracted me from my everyday life, but then it led me to my crimes.
The judge ruled things Forrest said in parole hearings and sex offender treatment about other unadjudicated victims will not be allowed at trial. The defense also argued jurors should not be allowed to hear about evidence from Forrest's previous convictions, including the kidnapping of a woman from Portland who he took to Lacamas Lake, brutally raped, and left for dead. Evidence from that attack is what ties Warren Forrest now to the murder of Martha Morrison. Forrest, who was a former county parks employee, husband, and father, admitted using this dart gun to shoot the Lacamas Lake victim in the fall of 1974. In 2015, through DNA, a crime lab identified a stain on the dart gun as Martha Morrison's blood. Her body was found 20 miles away from Lacamas Lake in remote northeast Clark County.
If it comes out of trial, it's going to be what the jury focuses on. That's really going to be the state's entire case, is this other bad acts evidence. So that's why it's so grossly prejudicial to Mr. Forrest.
In the end, the judge decided the dart gun and other Lacamas-like evidence can be used against Warren Forrest when he faces a new jury 48 years after Martha Morrison disappeared. So the trial is scheduled to start January 23rd. He was initially charged back in 2019, but the pandemic delayed the trial over and over. Now, Carol Valenzuela, who you see right here, her body was found next to Martha Morrison's at the same time. But for some reason, prosecutors don't feel they have enough evidence to put Forrest on trial for her murder.
Okay, this is fascinating, and how long it's taken for justice here. Dan, are we expecting any other twists when this trial starts?
So Warren Forrest's defense attorney has already filed paperwork with the court saying they may plead insanity. He did that in 1974 with the Lacamas Lake attack, and he was about to get out of the state hospital in 1979 when they charged him with Krista Blake's murder, and he's been in prison ever since then. So that could be a ploy here. So the other thing to keep in mind is tomorrow there is a hearing to decide, okay, are we finally ready to go to trial? After all this time, I know victims' families are hoping it actually happens now.
All right, Dan. And of course, you've been following this for about 2 decades.
Yes.
A major case here. Dan, thank you.